Most DIY investors make these two common mistakes that cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars over time. And the first one is when they retire, I typically see people taking money out of just one account. And why that's a problem is you need to have a strategy that's going to show you the most tax efficient way to take money out. And you need to pay attention to what tax bracket you're in every single year. So if there's years where you're in the 10 or the 12% bracket early in retirement, you should be taking money out of your traditional IRA and paying much lower taxes, or use your taxable account to draw down on and then do Roth conversions in the 10 or the 12% bracket, which will save you a lot of money down the road. So a better way to manage your distributions would be, as you're paying attention to the brackets, you might need to take money out of the three different types of accounts that you have: traditional IRA, brokerage, and Roth IRA, to really balance out that tax bill. Most people don't get this granular with their planning, and they just take it from one or the other, and they don't do it in the context of an overall plan or strategy. And this can cost them a lot of extra dollars in taxes. And the second mistake I see do-it-yourself investors make is they're not actively rebalancing their portfolio. And that's the process every year of looking at your investments that have done really well and trimming them to bring them back into alignment of where they should be, and then redeploying that capital into the asset classes that haven't done as well. And people always ask me, well, how frequently should we rebalance? Here at Seaside Wealth Management, we do it on an as-needed basis. Sometimes it's more frequent, other times it's not, depending on market activity. But if you're doing this on your own, if you were to rebalance once a year, you'd be in better shape than the average person, because the truth is nobody's doing this. And we all know that we should. And if you think about what rebalancing does for you, it's the active process of selling high and buying low. And we all know that we want to buy low and sell high, but without a disciplined process to do it, nobody's doing it. It's kind of like, it's why sometimes you need a trainer when you go to the gym, or a nutritionist to help you figure out what to eat. That's the same thing you get when you work with a financial advisor. And if you have the self-discipline to do this on your own, fantastic. Maybe you don't need an advisor. But the average people that I see coming in here, they're not correctly rebalancing. And that is putting too much risk in the portfolio. And why you want to avoid this risk, think about that time period from 2000 to 2009, where the S&P 500 lost 1% per year for an entire decade. And that time period became known as the lost decade. I knew people that retired in 2000, right before the 3-year tech wreck, and of course the mortgage meltdown of 07, 08, 09. Anyone who retired in 2000 and was overly concentrated in big US companies had to consider possibly going back to work in 2015 or 2016. And that's my goal for you, is to help avoid that situation for you. So actively rebalancing is a great way to control risk and make sure that once you retire, you can stay comfortably retired. That, and then also have a plan for the right accounts to take money from to keep the lifetime tax bill lower. Hope this was helpful.